familiar with what Inside Iron Studios is, essentially it's their showcase that kind of showcase. They talk about some statues, they showcase the new statues, and talk about some pre-orders. So I thought, let me do this video. I'm a couple days late, but let me do this video reacting to some of the new releases that they showed off. I'm gonna start off with like looking at stuff that was announced already and it's like kind of available for pre-order. And though I am a bit late, essentially all of this is available for pre-order, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. Okay, so first up we got a Yondu and Groot from Guardians Volume 2. That's real. Okay, let me pause this real quick. Oh, so that's really cool. Initially when I first saw it, I thought it was like all those twirly things were like resin pieces that come with the statue. I was like, that must be a shipping nightmare. But it just seems like it's just one resin piece from like the pocket to like the end of the arrow, which is pretty cool. That resin piece actually got me thinking. I have a 1/10 scale Cyclops so the 1/10 scale Cyclops that comes with the Sentinel has like this giant optic beam, whereas the standalone kind of has nothing. So I've been thinking about getting like a resin piece to kind of like a custom resin piece to kind of like attach to my 1/10 scale Cyclops, just to kind of give it some presence. Oh, and talking about X-Men, we got the Age of Apocalypse Professor X. That's pretty cool. I like the base, very technical. Zack Snyder's Martian Manhunter, pretty cool. That will go like really well with the black suits Superman. Ooh, this is also a exciting piece. So we have a Scarecrow Deluxe. So if you had seen my video I did a couple weeks ago about the Batman Unleashed, essentially I was trying to decide if I want to get the Batman Unleashed because I really like the Superman Unleashed. Even though I already have the Batman and Robin with a companion piece with Mr. Freeze. So essentially, I decided not to get Batman Unleashed because I actually put down a pre-order for the Deluxe 1/10 scale Joker, which comes with 3 different portraits. And once I get that on hand, I'll maybe do a review. But yeah, essentially with that, you get 3 different portraits. You get the normal classic Joker portrait, you get the regular portrait, and then you actually get a new 52, the Greg Capullo and Zack Snyder Joker, where his face is kind of detached and it's like attached by like straps and stuff. It's quite gross, but I mean that's my first introduction when I started reading comic books. That was the first Batman I read with that Joker, so pretty cool. Cool. On to the new releases. Let's see what they have here. Okay, so kicking off with the Black Adam Hawkman. I haven't seen this movie yet, so I don't know. I can't tell much of speak much on the character itself, but I do love the suit. That base is insane. One thing Iron Studios does really, really well is characters with wings. I know they have the Falcon, where it's like wingspan is completely out, and that's crazy nice. But yeah, no, the base on this dude is really cool. The costume design is insane. I know there's a couple images out, so you can actually look closer at like the helmet. And then what's really nice is they have like these little scratches and like battle marks in the helmet, which is really nice. The wings on this is crazy, dude. I mean, each feather and like that color palette is really nice. The gold and the red is really, really cool. Okay, moving on to Possess Regan McNeil from The Exorcist. So this piece, I saw some images on this piece. This piece is crazy creepy. Okay, so I don't know if this is a part of the Monsterverse, because I know they have like Dracula, Wolfman. I think this is more towards like the horror movie line, because I know they got a Freddy Krueger. But yeah, the textures in the base. So this is a deluxe, so I'm assuming this is only a deluxe. Because that base is super crazy. You get the bed as a base, the details of it looks and feel like it looks like fabric. That portrait is crazy. Wowzers, those cuts look like they hurt. The eyes with that like the blackness around the eyes is crazy. Okay, on to Wizard of Oz. This is super cute. I really love the Wizard of Oz diorama that's happening. I know they announced Scarecrow, the Lion, and the Tin Man. So now they're introducing Dorothy. Pretty cool. So this is the deluxe. I know with the regular, it doesn't have like pieces of the Emerald City at the back. So you'll just get like the base with the yellow brick road. I think either or, this is a piece you could kind of like, because I do feel like either or, deluxe or regular, it'll pair up really nice and create like a really cute diorama. Also, another thing about this is the texture. So one thing Iron Studios does really well, especially with like these 110 scales, is the textures in like the suits and the skin. So what I like about what they did with Dorothy here is that the white and blue isn't necessarily a texture. So you have like the way the dress kind of folds, the ripples in the dress, but that white and blue is actually painted. So I kind of like that they went with the painted as opposed to texture. That I really like. Ooh, and now we're on to the main man, Dumbledore. Okay, this is a really, really cool piece. So this is a regular. I know they did do a deluxe. So jumping first into that brick textures. Super nice. The way his like outfit kind of flows, his beard kind of flows. Like it's got a lot of movement, which is really, really nice. I like the palette of his outfit as well. It's very, very cool. Very subtle. And then we're onto the deluxe. Oh, listen, if you're contemplating getting this piece, I would say, even though the deluxe might be slightly more expensive, like save up a little bit more, put in that extra bucks for the deluxe, because the deluxe base is crazy nice. You got like the bookshelf, that like thing, and then I think the sorting hat on the top, super nice. I know they have the Ron, Hermione, and Harry, and I know those also comes in the regular and deluxe. I think the deluxe, it's when they in the bathroom trying to make the Apologies potion. I know the deluxe comes with like the back end where the basin is, kind of thing, and then the regular. I think this as like a diorama would look super amazing. Oh, and again at the back of this deluxe base, you have like that well where the memories go. That is super nice. I would definitely fork out if you're collecting the Harry Potter pieces. Fork out just like a little bit more for the deluxe, because I do feel like even if it's just the deluxe for the Dumbledore, I think as a set, as a diorama, it would look really cool. Now on to the next piece. We got a classic here from the Goonies, Sloth and Chunk. This is a super adorable piece. I love this piece so much. It's got so much character. It just like I love the Goonies, so I do like. Oh, and then you got a deluxe. Okay, again another. You got a regular, which is just like a normal base, and then it seems as if the deluxe you got, again, fork out a little bit more for that deluxe because you get like the ship. And one thing Iron Studios does really well is wood textures. That deluxe base is super nice. I would fork out just a little bit more if I were collecting this piece. I mean, it tells a little bit more of the story as well. I mean, if you've watched Goonies, you know they're trying to find pirate treasure, and it just tells a really good story. Moving on to the next statue, we have, oh, okay, cool. This is a really cool addition to the TMNT line, is Krang. So I think in this line, they've already announced the 4 turtles. The deluxe, which is straight off Iron Studios' site, has the initial interpretation of the TMNT. So when TMNT was colorized for TV, all of them had red bandanas. So that's the deluxe, and then the regular, which you can order from Cosmic, has like the different, and then has like the different colors. And then I think they've announced April, Casey, Shredder, and if I'm not mistaken, Splinter as well. So I think Krang is a really cool addition to that diorama. So one thing about this piece that I really, really like is that this is a beefy character, and I kind of like the fact that the skin tones is super smooth, and like there's no textures, it's just plain skin, but like they add like a bit of that detail in like the cellulite on the inner thigh and the inner arm, which is really, really cool. And then you got the super detail in like that middle midsection, and you can see like some weathering and some scarring. And then Krang himself just looks super gross and super menacing. I love it. Okay, and then on to the next piece. You got an Obi-Wan and young Leia from the Obi-Wan series. This is a cute piece. Again, textures in Obi-Wan's suit is crazy, crazy nice. And again, hammering down on the fact that Iron Studios packs in a lot of details in these like 1/10 scale. But yeah, moving on. Oh, this is super nice. This is a quarter scale Darth Vader on throne. Man, one thing I love about Darth Vader's character design is really simple. It's just black and grays, but like his character always has such presence, and I feel that presence in this in the statue. You know, you get those like really nice. I'm not too sure if that cape is fabric, but this looks awesome. If I were to get a quarter scale, I would probably get this one. The textures in that base is really cool. It's like a dark marble almost. That's super cool. All right, so those are my thoughts on the new Iron Studio statues. If you see something you like I said, I'm a couple days late, so these are probably available for pre-order. I usually get my statues from Cosmic Comics, so I'll put all the details in the description below. And yeah, thank you for indulging me. Peace.